Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'll show you a science fiction series, Altered Carbon Season 1, Episode 2. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Teishi often dreams about his past experiences as a soldier, fighting in a war hundreds of years ago. He has been haunted by those nightmares. Teishi didn't sleep well. In the morning, Teishi wakes up to find the receptionist of the Raven Hotel, standing in front of his bed with a pretty young woman in his room. Teishi mistakes her for a prostitute. She's actually a lawyer who has been working for Lawrence for years. Today, she is assigned to assist Teishi in investigating the murder. They are going to a company called Seduced to gather information. It is a world-class sleeve manufacturing company that provides the top of the market in augmented and designer-enhanced sleeves. The sleeves produced here are high-end fine works, and they only provide customized sleeves for elite clients, including Lawrence, who is their regular customer. This company even builds a huge vault exclusively for Lawrence's family, where all of his family members' sleeves are stored and taken care of. Every one of them has several spare sleeves. The body's brains are blanked and the cortical stacks are empty. The personnel here will electrically stimulate the bodies periodically to maintain the muscle tone, so that the bodies can be ready to use at any time. Lawrence has his clone sleeves in many countries. Before the night Lawrence was killed, he was in Japan for a business meeting, but he didn't go there in person. Whenever he needs to go on a long trip, he would just transfer his memory from the cortical stack remotely to the clone in the destination country. When the clone finishes the business, he then uploads the memory, which is convenient and time-saving. However, it is very risky to switch among sleeves in different physical conditions. People might have personality fragged and become crazy. But rich people don't need to worry about this because all the sleeves they use are their own clones. In other words, their sleeves are all in the same conditions, so they won't have this problem. They can live as long as they want, if they have money. Teishi comes here to see the videotape sent back from Japan before Lawrence was killed. Unfortunately, to protect clients' privacy, the company only records a very short moment. Since Teishi can't find anything useful from the footage, he soon leaves the company. After the murder, the police have been investigating over 100 suspects to rule out the killer. Though the killer has not been found, the interrogation is recorded and saved. Teishi thinks he might be able to find something from the interviews of the suspects. Analyzing from the killer's perspective, Teishi assumes that Lawrence got into somebody's way. That's why he got himself killed. As is super wealthy, Lawrence is quite arrogant. He might have offended many people without knowing. He receives countless death threats every day. Somebody may not just threaten him, but also take action. Thinking that the killer might have sent him a threat as well, Teishi begins to view the death threats that Lawrence received before he was killed. But there are thousands of them, so Teishi can't view them all. Most of the senders of the death threats just wanted to vent their anger, which is not worth watching. After filtering those threats, there are only dozens left. Those senders have something in common: thoughtful, cruel, and committed crimes before. The person who killed Lawrence is likely to be one of them. Suddenly, a video in which a man was holding a gun gets Teishi's attention. In this video, the man claims that he was going to revenge for his girl Lizzie, and he would blow Lawrence's head off and splatter his brains over the wall. That is exactly what happened the night Lawrence was killed. Thinking about this, Teishi finds this man very suspicious. Teishi zooms in and finds a special number on the gun. This gun is a military weapon. All owners of military weapons are recorded on file permanently. It won't be hard to find out who owns that gun. According to the record of the number, Teishi traces the owner's residence. The house is dark and messy. While he is looking around in the house, a man comes out from the room. Not long after he enters the house, he has a fight with the man who lives there. With better combat skills, Teishi grabs the man's gun and knocks him out. When the man wakes up, he finds himself being tied firmly to a chair. Teishi learns the man has a beautiful wife and a daughter through a photo in the house. His wife has been sentenced to prison for 30 years since she was caught for being a hacker. Before Teishi asks about his daughter, he notices that there are marks on the man's temple, which should be resulted from wearing a headset device recently. Teishi searches his house and finds a headset attached to a stack in the man's bedroom. This equipment allows the user to enter the world in the stack. Teishi puts it on and his consciousness enters the stack immediately. He finds a girl with dark skin lying on the ground in agony outside of a club in the red light district. This girl should be the owner of the stack, Lizzie. Teishi tries to talk to her, but she seems scared and is in shock. She can't say anything but keeps screaming. He has pity for the girl, but she can't answer any of his questions. Teishi doesn't want to waste any time, so he takes the headset off and returns to the real world. He needs to ask the man why Lizzie became this. The man has no idea what happened to his daughter. He only knows she works in a club in the red light district and she is Lawrence's favorite. After spending a night with Lawrence, she died in front of the club mysteriously. Lawrence must be involved in her death. Lizzie's stack is still intact. but the man doesn't have the money to buy her a sleeve. When he misses her, he would wear the headset and meets her through the stack. That's the only way he can see his daughter. The man is enraged when Takeshii mentions his daughter. He can't imagine what Lawrence had done to her before she died. His hatred for Lawrence is so intense that he would like to kill him at once. Takeshii can tell the man is not the killer who murdered Lawrence. The man is not dumb, for he knows if he kills Lawrence, Lawrence will just come back to life in another sleeve and revenge him. Once he dies, his daughter will be alone forever. He doesn't lose his mind because he loves his daughter deeply. Knowing the man is not the kill he is after, Takeshii leaves the house and continues his investigation. He doesn't have much time left. Takeshii decides to look into Lizzie. First, he needs to figure out the relationship between her and Lawrence. Depending on the scenes he saw in Lizzie's stack, he finds the club where she worked. Here is a place where men are looking for fun. This club is filled with dim lights, flirty music, and coquettish girls. But today he is not coming here for fun. He just wants to get some clues from Lizzie's colleague. The girls working there won't tell him things easily, so he pretends to be Lizzie's mother, who was arrested recently. He is lucky to get an assassination assignment that pays him well. As long as he kills the target, he can earn enough money to buy a whole new sleeve for him and Lizzie. But the task doesn't go well. Somebody is stopping Lizzie's sleeving secretly. He wants to know who the person is. He is wondering if Lizzie's clients have something to do about it. Then Takeshii false claims his identity to Lizzie's colleague, and his acting is so convincing that the colleague believes that he is Lizzie's mother. The girl is cross-sleeved and tells him that a rich man called Lawrence was very interested in Lizzie. He is Lizzie's regular. During the conversation, Takeshii notices she becomes a bit nervous and can't help touching her neck. He takes off her necklace and sees scars all over her neck that Lawrence did to her. It turns out that Lawrence is a freak. Every time he comes here, he would play some weird hormone games with the girls. Some girls are wounded and some are killed. If Lawrence kills any girl by accident, he will buy her a better sleeve set. Because of that, girls here think Lawrence is a generous man and takes care of them. Takeshii gets lots of useful information from the girl. Just before he leaves the club, Lizzie's father stops him with a gun at the door. Seeing Takeshii is investigating Lizzie, he worries that Takeshii is up to no good. So if he wants to kill Takeshii to protect his daughter. Before he shoots Takeshii, some hitmen appear and attack Takeshii and Lizzie's father. One of them is armed with mechanical arms and is incredibly strong. They are professional hitmen, but are still no match to Takeshii. Just when Takeshii is about to kill the strong guy, Beauty arrives and arrests Takeshii for fighting. Takeshii is working for Lawrence now. Once he is trouble, Lawrence will help him. So he only stays in the police station for a short while before Lawrence's lawyer comes to bail him out. It is a long day for Takeshii. Exhausted, he returns to the hotel at night, hoping to get some rest. He didn't expect to see Lawrence's wife in his room. She has been with Lawrence for hundreds of years and knows each other thoroughly. But now she is attracted to Takeshii, who was an interstellar warrior. She admires his bravery and his charm that doesn't belong to this era. Takeshii understands why she is here, and he doesn't reject her. They have a fast hormone game in the hotel room. However, although it's pretty fast, what they did in the room has been well recorded and streamed by a hidden camera. Those hitmen never intend to let him go that easily. Takeshii has no idea that he's already fallen into big trouble. This is Angry Mustache Movie. Peace out.